Welcome, everybody. If we could just, we're about to start the program. Before we get started, we have a lost cell phone. So if anybody has seen a black Android phone with like a wallet attached to it, could you bring it to maybe where we check in? Just keep an eye out for a black cell phone. Okay, anyway, my name is Betsy Yost. I have the pleasure of serving as the events director for Impact 100. Welcome to Helping Hands, one of my absolute favorite events that Impact 100 Milwaukee puts on. It's very special to me because it allows us to make a direct and tangible difference in the lives of our nonprofit partners. On behalf of our organization, I want to thank each one of you for joining us tonight and for your continued dedication to making a meaningful impact in our community. Tonight we will hear from Carla Cummings, our current president, who will share some exciting updates and reflections on our work this past year. Following Carla, our grant co-directors will take the stage to give us a deeper look into the grant process. Next, we'll hear from representatives of our 2024 grant finalists, who will provide quick updates on their projects and how your support has made a difference. Afterward, we'll take a moment to talk about membership, what it means, why it matters, and how you can help us grow this impactful community. Finally, we'll wrap up the evening with closing remarks from Carla to send us off inspired and ready to make an impact. Once again, thank you for being here tonight, bringing your helping hands and generous hearts. Let's make this evening both meaningful and memorable. Enjoy the event, and let's welcome Carla to the stage.
Well, hello, everyone. I just want to say I'm so glad that last night's weather is not tonight's weather. That was a big win. I also want to take a minute to just ask you to look around the room and see how fabulous this is, and thank you for coming. Thank you, Betsy, for that lovely introduction, and again, welcome everyone. It is an absolute privilege to stand here before you tonight at our Helping Hands event, an event that holds such a special place in the heart of Impact 100 Greater Milwaukee. For those of you who may be new to this gathering, Helping Hands is more than just an evening of updates. It's a celebration of connection and collaboration. It's a moment where we hear directly from the nonprofits we've most recently partnered with, learn about the transformative work they've accomplished, and discover the additional needs they have. Helping Hands is an invitation to each of us as individuals to extend our support beyond our collective grants, deepening the impact we can make in our community. This evening is especially meaningful because it marks an incredible milestone for Impact 100 Greater Milwaukee, our 10th year of giving. Can you believe it? We're celebrating 10 years. 10 years of women coming together to pool resources, share their talents, and drive real change in our community. What first began as a bold idea has now grown into a powerful movement, a testament to the generosity, vision, and heart of everyone in this room. As we celebrate this milestone, let us also take a moment to honor the collective power of women. Together, we have demonstrated that when women unite for a common purpose, extraordinary things happen. We have proven that philanthropy isn't just about writing checks. It's about showing up, building relationships, and being unwavering in our commitment to the causes we care about. The needs in our community remain great. And as we will learn tonight, our work to support our nonprofits does not stop with a grant. We have an opportunity to continue making a difference, whether it's by volunteering, spreading the word, or contributing resources directly to these organizations. Helping Hands allows us to provide support for basic supplies and essential items that our nonprofits need, freeing up their resources to focus on their most critical programs and services. By meeting these foundational needs, we enable them to dedicate more time, energy, and funding to addressing the areas of greatest impact within their communities. I'd like to take this moment to thank each of you for being here tonight. Your presence is a powerful statement. It shows your commitment to the mission of Impact 100 and the betterment of the community. Whether you're a member, a guest, a nonprofit partner, a supporter, or a sponsor, and some of you are a lot of these, you are a part of this movement. You are a part of this legacy. Now it is my great pleasure to introduce our grant co-chairs, their directors, our grant co-directors, who play an integral role in shaping the heart of our mission. They lead the charge in ensuring that our grants are thoughtful, impactful, and aligned with our vision. Please join me in welcoming Ann Shoemaker and Julie Barris.
Thank you, Carla. Good evening and happy holidays. Ann and I have the privilege of being the Impact 100 grant co-directors this year. Our deadline, we officially kicked off at noon today with the deadline for the submission of the 2025 letters of inquiry. So all of you nonprofits that are here, you're like, whoo, I didn't have to do it this year. So it's a big day. And so it begins. In a couple minutes, we'll introduce our grants team, but first I wanted to tell you about the benefits of being on a grant committee. I feel that there are three major benefits to being a grant committee member. Funding grants is the core mission of Impact 100. It's the reason we're part of this organization. During the grant process, we will spend the next few months learning about the challenges and issues facing our greater Milwaukee community and the many organizations that diligently work to make our community better. This is an opportunity for you to bring your experience and knowledge to a committee, as well as listening and learning how we can help improve the lives of others. Tonight, we will hear from our last 5 grant recipients telling us what they are doing for their community and how we can help them. Second, we've developed a robust grant review process that is updated each year to evaluate the letters of inquiry, the full proposals, site visits for the organizations that apply to Impact 100. Starting in January, we will walk step by step with each committee member as we journey to choose a finalist in each of the 5 focus areas. This slide shows the important dates in our grant timeline from today, when the letters of inquiry are due, to the finalist presentations and our annual awards celebration on June 4th. And lastly, a great secondary benefit being on a grant committee is you get to meet and work with an amazing group of women who may never have crossed your path in life. In my 9 years of being in Impact 100, I've had the opportunity to get to know many women that are here in this room, both within Impact 100 and also with the organizations that we connect with by being part of a grant committee. This is your opportunity to take a major part in the decision-making for collectively awarding transformative grants that make a lasting impact on the community. That's our mission. If you haven't become a member yet, please join. If you are a member, We invite you to be part of the process and to join a grant committee in January. You'll be hearing from us. Now, Ann?
Thank you, Julie. On this slide, this beautiful slide, the most important date is over on your left, and that is the grant committee sign-up. And that will take place from Monday, January 6th through Friday, January 10th. You will receive your committee assignment and information shortly thereafter. Also on this slide, we've listed key dates for the timeline of our committee training, meeting days, times, and locations. Many emails will pop into your inbox to remind you of these dates. Now it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to our grants team. We have 5 committee members. They'll stand up, I know, when they hear their name. Jill Boyle will lead the Arts and Culture Committee this year. Lisa Reckers is returning to chair the Education Committee. Barb Holtz is our Environment and Revitalization Chair. Pam Klein will facilitate the Family Committee. And as Chair of Health and Wellness, Cynthia Affelbach, who could not be here tonight, will pilot this all-virtual committee. Well, she's not here, but I think she's having fun somewhere. Behind the scenes, we have 4 people doing really important work. Robin Martin, and I saw her walk in, I haven't talked to her yet, I know is here, is leading our Financial Review Committee. Our grant platform wizard is Amy Johnson. Yeah. And Amy was in high gear today, receiving our 2025 nonprofit applicants LOI, so she's one busy gal. Beth Coomer and Jamie Malatesta are thankfully our grant development chairs. There she is. So please consider joining us in January to be part of the grant decision-making team. And now it's time to hear from our 2024 grant recipients. Please join me in welcoming Director of Programs, Phil Salat. Did I say it right, Phil? Close. Darn it. Salat. I'm going to get it one of these days. And Development Manager Julia Dorff from Arts at Large.
Is this one? Yeah? Awesome.
Thank you.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you so much. We are just so honored to be here and so grateful for this tremendous support. It really makes such a difference. Thank you for that introduction. I am Julia Dorff, the Development Manager, and this is Philip Salat from Arts at Large. And we just could not be more pleased to be here tonight in this beautiful building.
For those of you who may not know about Arts at Large, since 2001, we have been committed to one mission, and that is making the arts accessible for all. We believe that art making has the power to transform lives, and we are committed to removing the barriers that stop people from creating or experiencing the arts. We have the honor of working with students as young as kindergarten through 8th grade at our youth programming at our community center in Walker's Point and in MPS schools that otherwise would have no formal art instruction as part of their school day. From there, we work with high school students and beyond to offer them paid opportunities to learn from working Milwaukee artists on career readiness and more. All of our programs are led by local working Milwaukee artists who are strengthened by our programming, and they themselves become access points. As a multidisciplinary art-making organization, we pride ourselves on engaging in many different art mediums, things like textiles, music, dance, painting, sculpture, and recently even quilting. And we are very excited with your support. We are about to take the next step into digital art making. We are so excited to make sure that the artists of Milwaukee have the digital literacy necessary to be part of our digital economy.
Because of this tremendous grant, we will be able to take that next phase by investing in creating the Midwest's very first mobile media lab. And this lab will be able to house digital arts equipment and technology to travel to different community centers and schools in Milwaukee County and deliver digital arts services and programming to students that may otherwise not have those resources. And this really addresses the two biggest gaps that we see in our line of work: transportation and access to technology. So in this project, which is a 2-year project that has 3 phases that you can see here, we've been in the initial phase of this project, which is really doing our due diligence to make sure that we have the best technology to equip the van with and testing our proof of concept. So this fall, our career development program, which has paid high school interns that come into our community center, they've been starting on a digital arts track with a graphic designer, artist mentor. And so that's really been our first phase in testing that digital arts programming track before it goes external into the community for other students outside of our in-house programming. And we've also been partnering with other partners for supplies. So we've worked with Sweetwater, which is a national distributor of audio products, and we're working with Apple Business Services to ensure that we have security for all of our technology products before we go into the school system and work with various students and schools.
In addition to our career development graphic design mentor, we are also fostering and strengthening relationships with digital illustrators, with animators, with sound engineers, with videographers and photographers, so when the van is ready, we're ready to go.
And that is where hopefully you can also come into play and help us. Over the past couple months, securing a van has been a challenge for us. The specific vehicle that we need for this project is highly in demand for commercial businesses, and they move off the lot within 24 hours at top dollar. So we are looking for a dealership that is willing to work with us as more than just a transaction, but that's willing to really be a partner in this work the same way that you are partners with us. So if we have any connections with dealers in this room, that will be a great resource to us. So any connections, any personal relationships with dealerships, please let us know. We'd love to work with you in that capacity so that we can really make this project as impactful as it can be and get that van ready to go as we have our equipment set and ready to launch.
We are so grateful for the amazing impact that this gift has already made in our programming and the way we've been able to bring art to the community, and a thank you in advance for help finding this relationship with our future van dealership. We hope you all have a very happy holidays, and if you have no plans next week or 2 weeks, Friday the 20th, we would love to see you at the gallery closing at Arts at Large. Thank you.
Hi. Lots of data. All right, good evening, everyone. I'm so excited to speed share some incredible updates with you tonight, all made possible by the generous Impact 100 grant. Your support is helping GPS Ed continue to break down barriers to work-based learning. And I can't wait to tell you about the amazing strides our students are making. Thanks to your help, all of our students, now have access to zSpace technology, an innovative tool that's changing how they learn and preparing them for tomorrow's careers. We've seen a dramatic shift, especially for students who are previously disengaged from the traditional classroom learning. With zSpace, they're not just learning, they're excited about it. And trust me, it's a big deal when 16 to 18-year-olds engage with older people at a formal event, at fancy events. At our annual event in September, we had the privilege of watching some of our students showcase this technology. One moment that really stuck out when one of our guests was talking to a student who is absolutely, bottom corner, who is absolutely beaming as he explained how zSpace is helping him connect the dots between his studies and a career. It was clear from both the guests' expression and our students' enthusiasm that this technology is opening doors. Not only is this technology helping students learn, but what we've really found is that we are seeing it have an especially impactful for us, or it's especially impactful for our students with ADD, ADHD, and other neurodivergent disorders. We'll leave it there for a second. It's the only slide. With other disorders, it's really providing them with a focused, very immersive experience that helps calm their minds a little bit and focus on the tasks at hand. It's not just the students benefiting either. We're seeing more of our business partners are now seeing that the value of students learning with zSpace technology before they get into their workshops and start touching real products has been extremely valuable to them. We originally aimed to impact 180 plus students, and we are so happy to report that by the end of our school year, we will have 250 students who have had experience on that impact. So let's talk about another major barrier we're tackling, transportation. For many students, getting to our ed centers and local businesses for their apprenticeships has been just a significant challenge. So thanks to this grant, we've launched the Transportation to Life pilot program. It's got 3 key elements. The first one is a GPS Ed van share pilot. Maybe we can talk after this. We've got 30 hours of planning with GPS Ed and several of our partners, automotive partners, other manufacturers as well, to get our GPS Ed vans, transport vans on the road. So it's our goal to begin providing reliable transportation to students in the 25-26 school year and see an increase in registration once that barrier has been removed. This is no small feat. There's a lot of logistics and legalities trying to transport minors. But we're rolling up our sleeves and we are gonna get it done. The other thing is Uber rides. We have already provided 700 miles to 22 students who have had temporary transportation challenges get to their education centers and stay engaged in the program. When students miss those opportunities, they start to just stay home, they feel overwhelmed, and the next thing we know is they're dropping out. And lastly, a sustainable solution. We're helping students who cannot afford driver's ed by providing them with the resources they need to succeed. So this includes teaching financial literacy, which enables them to start saving for a car, and guiding them to obtain a valid driver's license. Student transportation problems don't go away after they graduate the program. So we want to make sure that we're focusing on sustainable solutions so they can get to their jobs after graduation. So through this initiative alone, we've seen a 0 dropout rate this year compared to 10 students last year at the same time. Thank you. With the support received from the Impact 100 grant and our partners, we're going to continue to remove transportation barriers and expand these opportunities for future students. So before I finish tonight, our program administrator, Andrea Roberts, who was presenting in June at the awards ceremony, shared this quick story with me about how the grant has really impacted one of her students. So Braden had a car, maybe not the most reliable car, but he had a car. And on his way to work one day, Braden's car started acting up. So instead of giving up and going back home, like some students will do, Braden made it to class. And when he got to class, he asked the instructor if it would be okay if he used the zSpace automotive module to try and figure out what was wrong with his car and fix it himself. So guess what? He did. He figured out it was the fuel pump, and with some guidance from his instructor and some tools from the employer, he fixed his fuel pump. And that's what the Ed Center program, the Education Center and Youth Apprenticeship Program does every day. Teaches students how to problem solve, and it's exactly the hands-on learning that we're expecting out of our students. Braden lost 0 days of class time. So in closing, I want to thank, and with my colleague here, Erica Rodenbach, our grant writer. We could not have made it this far without you. But I'd like to thank you, Impact 100, for your incredible generosity in creating life-changing opportunities for our students. Together, we're paving the way for more young people to gain the skills they need for a sustainable future. So let's keep pushing boundaries and opening doors. Thank you, and have a wonderful night. I didn't throw it. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's that. I thought it was the remote.
You're good. It wasn't your fault, I don't think. Good evening. It's so nice to see so many of you. It feels very different this evening than it did back in June. As you can tell, I think we all sound so much more relaxed this evening. And where is the clicker? Did you take the clicker? No. That's what I thought. So again, my name is Martina Golan-Graves. I'm the CEO with Mental Health America of Wisconsin. You had the pleasure of meeting my other colleagues with me back in the spring. Tomorrow is our annual fundraiser, so I thought it was prudent to let my staff have the night off, and so I came to spend some time with all of you, just myself. So again, MHA is a statewide nonprofit. We are focused on advocacy, education, and here in the city of Milwaukee, we have a small outpatient clinic. I like to say small but mighty. We serve some of the lowest income individuals and families in our community intentionally. We really pride ourselves in being able to offer direct service, but I like to say quality service that's culturally relevant. And sometimes that's really, really hard. And so the project that we were funded for was really focused on being able to expand our capacity. We have been around for more than 93 years, and so folks in the community know who we are, and we're often one of the first calls, including for outpatient mental health services. And so your grant funds allowed us to think about expanding our capacity because the referrals never, ever stop, let me just tell you. And I cannot read that. Let's see. Hold on, sorry about that. So the project was focused on hiring 2 full-time clinicians, and we wanted to obviously increase the capacity in the 53208 zip code, which is where our clinic is, but certainly services are open to the entire community. And the neighborhood that we reside in is the Washington Park neighborhood, which has huge disparities, primarily individuals of color and single head of household led families. And so we wanted to hire 2 new clinicians, and we wanted to be able to hire clinicians that understood the community, that were more diverse and culturally competent, and able to address some of the substance abuse needs, both for individuals and the growing need for mental health for youth. So, what have we done since May? I'm proud and happy to say that we have actually filled the positions, but we had to take a little detour. So we were able to hire the first clinician by June, as indicated in our grant application. We hired 1 full-time clinician who had experience with both mental health and substance use disorder. And so we were really, really excited. And then things kind of waned. We really struggled to to fill that second position, and we really wanted to be intentional about who we hired, hoping that they would have experience, but also have some cultural understanding and intelligence about the community that they were serving. So what we ended up doing, because it's really, really difficult right now to find quality clinicians, especially as a small nonprofit, because the online entities are hiring and paying at
unbelievable rates. I could not compete. And I don't begrudge anyone who is looking to advance and have different opportunities, but it really left us with a hole, and we were struggling to fill that. And so what we ended up doing was splitting that one FTE into 2 part-time positions. So I am so excited about the women that we were able to hire. Both are African American, and the reason I share that is because that was part of our grant application, because the majority of our clients and our families are African American and or Latino. We wanted to have someone who was a Spanish speaker, but we were not able to meet that criteria, but we have 2 wonderful experienced clinicians who have more than 10 years in the field, and one of them is a trauma expert who also had worked in child welfare before coming to us. So I consider that a win-win. And so currently, all 3 clinicians have a mix of clients with varying payer sources. And the reason that's important is because sustainability, right? What happens after the grant funds are gone? And so, we have those connections, we have those contracts. This grant is really creating an opportunity for my clinicians to start to see clients and build up a clientele so that we can get reimbursed and then start to have a nest egg. So as the grant funding fades away, we'll have those resources in place. So what's new? So in addition to the 3 new clinicians, we have been able to really start to think about what the community, especially youth, need. And so I have these, really amazing, experienced clinicians who are really thoughtful and intentional. And so we've added 2 new groups for youth, a self-esteem group for girls, and a grief support group for both boys and girls. What we had come across overwhelmingly is due to the violence in our community, due to families experiencing overdose deaths. There is overwhelming grief. And so the clinicians were really smart, and they said, we probably should address that head on. So that, for our kiddos, we are really excited. It's been well received in the school settings as well as in our outpatient clinic. And then we have created, our outpatient clinic is in the Washington Park neighborhood on Lisbon Avenue. And right down the road, I want to say 35th in Lisbon, is Progressive Healthcare, a federally qualified healthcare center. So we have developed an amazing partnership, and so there are now opportunities for education and outreach with their members. So we're able to go in, we've done a few panels, we've done a few education opportunities, and so that's us giving back and expanding our reach to the Washington Park neighborhood, and then letting them know that there are additional services just down the road. So we've been reciprocating services and supports. So overall, we have been super excited. It's just, December, so we're just a few months in. Things are going well, and I couldn't be more grateful for all of you believing in the mission and what we do. Mental health is at the forefront. It's not getting any better, as the papers like to tell us, but I think that in our little corner of the world that we are making a difference, that people have, families and kids have someone that they can trust and that they can count on. And so therefore, mental health matters, and we're doing our absolute best to make sure that people know that they matter. Thank you, and happy holidays.
Hi everyone, we are happy to be sharing space and time with you tonight. I hope you all are having a great evening in this beautiful space. My name is Karen. I am the Education and Outreach Coordinator with Reflow. Reflow is a Milwaukee-based environmental nonprofit that focuses on sustainable water projects as well as environmental projects as well. We have 5 program areas where we partner with individuals, schools, and organizations to develop impactful on-the-grounds projects that will help support the communities that we are serving.
Hello, my name is Jasmine. Thank you all so much for choosing Reflow as the Merit Award winner for the Impact 100 grant. We are very thankful for the $11,000 award, and we actually have already used the majority of our funds renting a vehicle over summer to support our different program areas. Our largest program is the Green and Healthy Schools program, where we support schoolyard redevelopment projects, removing asphalt and replacing it with green infrastructure, creating new habitats, supporting urban biodiversity, outdoor education, and recreational improvements. We also provide environmental education programs at schools and in the community to help awareness of the benefits of these spaces and encourage the use and care of green and healthy schoolyards. Innovative placemaking and rainwater harvesting are urban community green infrastructure projects that Reflow supports. Throughout the year, we offer environmental education programming and perform maintenance activities at Green Tech Station. Through technology, storytelling, and games, we tell Milwaukee's water stories. And our workshop strongly supports all of the program areas that we have by building and installing Gaga ball pits, benches, outdoor discovery carts, and so much more.
Okay, so our school year internship program, we focus on planning and implementation of environmental projects within high schools. And right now we are working with, we employ 16 MPS high school students within 3 MPS high schools. And they're right now learning and working on about sustainability-based projects that they will later implement within their schools and in their communities as well.
Hi, my name is Lanisha Smith. I'm the internship coordinator. Over our summer program, we help implement maintenance. Where's the clicker? Okay. It's like, where's the clicker? Doing maintenance on our schoolyards, so those spaces that have been redeveloped, the students are learning about green infrastructure. They're learning about the maintenance, and they're learning about environmental, climate justice, things like that. Click the next one. So here's a map of our project areas. So as Jasmine said, over the summer, we use most of our funds to help to move our projects around, and a lot of our students, they live all over the place, but our projects are all over the place. So that vehicle helped get them to those project spaces. But we're all over the county. These are some of the photos of our green infrastructure, the spaces. So going from gray to green, so that's the before and after. So you'll see there's a lot of spaces that need to be maintained over the summer. Doing a lot of that work, learning about the green infrastructure, learning about construction, learning about things. So another photo from going from gray to green. And students are also learning about other environmental jobs as well and other spaces that they can be in. Click to the next one. Yeah. So this right here is a short video that shows kind of what our students are doing over the summer. I don't know how to make it start. Yeah, where is the laptop? Who has the laptop? Oh, shoot. I don't know. Maybe click, see if it'll, click and see if it'll start. Oh, no, it didn't. Oh, okay. We had a short video to show you all kind of what they did over the summer. But learning, using tools, learning about these spaces, getting into spaces around the city that they may not ever be exposed to. Learning their water story, as Jasmine said, we do storytelling and what our story is around water, so living in a water-centric city.
We just want to take time to thank everyone. Thank you all for your support. It was definitely very helpful over the summer. So yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to find us. Also, feel free to visit our website for additional information on any of our program areas. Follow us on socials, all that good stuff. But yeah, have a great evening, everyone, and thank you all again.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Eva Welch. I am one of the executive co-directors of Street Angels. Shelley is with me too. She's there taking my picture. And I apologize in advance. If you know me, you know that I can talk about Street Angels for a really long time. So to keep it 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to go off my script. Street Angels was founded in 2015 when Shelley and I and a group of other women and gentlemen that were working with us discovered the fact that shelter is not something that's easy to come by in Milwaukee for somebody who's experiencing unsheltered homelessness. So Street Angels is a homeless outreach organization dedicated to assisting individuals in ending their homelessness by providing dignified services, advocacy, connections to critical resources, and hope along the way. Through our mobile outreach program, Street Angels aims to fulfill immediate basic needs and provide long-term advocacy through our 2 mobile routes that take place every Tuesday and Thursday evening. When you leave here tonight, you may just see our buses floating around down here. So we're actually out tonight, and we are out each week for a total combined average of 30 hours a week on the mobile outreach. This program is providing hot meals for the moment, bag lunches for later, clothing, seasonal appropriate outdoor gear, harm reduction tools, important connections to other community resources, advocacy, homelessness verification letters, and additional individualized assistance as needed. Of everything that I just named off, all the different supplies, all the connections that we're able to make for people, really the most important thing that we provide is hope and humanity. The hope and humanity that we're giving people, you know, we can provide them a meal, we can provide them socks, that's great, but really what we're doing with that meal and that socks is we're telling them that they are seen and they're valued and they're cared for in the community. Since 2015, the mobile outreach program has connected with 4,224 unique individuals that were verified as experiencing unsheltered homelessness. We have provided 135,000 hot meals as well as 135,000 bag lunches. We've advocated for policy change such as the County Code Blue Resolution, Right to Shelter, which has also produced increased capacity for warming rooms. When we first started doing this work, warming rooms were only open in the city at 10 degrees and below, and they were very scarce. I am very happy to announce that this winter, as of right now, warming rooms are open every single night, November 25th through March 31st, regardless of temperature. Living in Wisconsin, I think last night was a perfect example. You know, it's a different thing during the summer, but winter here in Wisconsin can literally kill you. So we are very, very happy to see that the capacity for warming rooms has increased significantly. So we have also distributed over millions of dollars of community donated supplies such as clothing and blankets and gloves and hats and hand warmers. And most importantly, we have been able to connect 843 individuals and families who were completely disconnected from services to permanent housing resources, assisting them in ending their homelessness. As of most recently, in addition to the Street Outreach Program, as of July of this year, thanks to partnerships with organizations such as Impact 100, the Kohler Company, Milwaukee Bucks Foundation, Street Angels is now able to offer the very basics of health and wellness, and that is access to maintain a personal hygiene routine through the Mobile Showers of Hope program. Currently, the program is operating 3 days a week. We have already expanded the program. It was only supposed to be operating 2 days a week until next year. But when you see somebody coming out of that shower and you see the dignity that it provided with them, it was a very easy decision for us to go ahead and expand to a 3rd day already. We have, through the shower program, we are able to provide somebody a hot, unlimited private shower. Folks are also able to get their hygiene kit and their towel and their washcloth. We're providing clean clothing, nutritious bag lunches. Our outreach specialists are actually at the shower program, so they're able to do intakes right at the shower program. And we're also partnering with several different organizations where they're coming to the shower outreach and providing their resources right there where the people need it most. Most recently, we've partnered with the Aurora Wellness Healthcare Mobile Clinic. So they are coming to Monday and Wednesday programs with us. And we've even partnered with food trucks. We've had a food truck come to the shower program a couple times and provide turkey noodle soup and hot pretzel rods. And it's just been absolutely fabulous. And you can just see that people are definitely feeling welcomed as our guests. And karaoke. We had somebody that came and said he likes to sing, and one of our volunteers literally showed up with a whole microphone stand, speaker, guitar, everything. And it was like a little party that Monday. So we have operated so far 30, it might be a couple more days than that since we made this slide, but 36 days of operating have provided 442 showers already. Yeah, that's absolutely awesome. And that's actually with this year being what we called a soft launch. So we're very, very, very excited to see what next year is going to bring. But not only did we provide 442 showers, but there were an additional 326 guests that came, whether it be for a bag lunch or just supplies. And we were able to serve them as well. So with that being said, we thank you guys so much for having us here today. We are absolutely honored to be one of your grantees for this year. I know I probably say this every time I see you guys, but this is just such a powerful organization, and especially to be all women. This room is just full of power, and to think 50 years ago we couldn't even buy a house without a husband's signature is absolutely insane. But I'm totally getting off track. So of all the wonderful gifts that you're providing today, not only will it fill an immediate need and provide warmth for this winter, this will also provide somebody with hope, knowing that there is an entire community who cares for them. So again, thank you so much for coming alongside of us during this mission, and thank you, members of Impact 100 MKE, for being hope dealers.
We're going to try a little teamwork here. Okay. Yeah. See, that's what I said. It's not going to work. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Piper Mahegan. Some of you know me already and are probably tired of hearing from me, but I am here one more time to rally the troops for membership. First of all, let's thank our fabulous finalists from last year. How great are they? I mean, the work they're doing really is transformative, and it just amazes me. I always say, it's so amazing to me when I started getting involved in this organization. Many times I felt like there were so many problems in our community, and I didn't know how to address them, and I would lay awake at night and think, oh. And then I got involved in this, and I discovered there are people doing the work. I can't do it all, and frankly, you wouldn't want me to do some of these things, but they are doing the work and making our community so much better. I mean, it warms my heart immensely, and there is nothing we would like more than to give away a grant in each one of our 5 categories. Now, what does that mean? That means we need 500 members, and I know we can do that. We are on target where we were last year, but we still need more. We're at 270 members right now, 44 new members, and we are the worst at waiting till the last minute. We don't need to do that. December 31st, it doesn't matter. December 5th, December 31st, it's all the same tax year, it does not matter. So some of you already know, and some of you want to know, that how does it work, this collective giving? So for each 100 members we have, we give away $100,000 in one of those grant areas. And your membership is $1,100. So you have to pay your dues by December 31st in order to be able to vote at our June 4th, 2025 annual awards ceremony. So remember, December 31st, we vote in June. You can join in January, but you won't get to vote until June of 2026. So don't wait, do it now. And of your dues, $1,000 of that goes towards the grantees. $100 of that goes towards keeping the organization Impact 100 running. And by that, I mean, you know, we're all volunteer organization, completely volunteer run, but we do have things like our website and the grant platform that we use. So that $100 that you pay keeps that running every year. The more members we have, the more money we can give away. It's that simple. So we want everybody to renew, and anybody here that is thinking about joining, please come to the membership table. We have lots of great ideas and ways that are going to make you want to join. So far, we have already given away over $3.2 million to this community. That's a lot. And you've seen some of the great work that is happening from the recipients tonight. We have many others of those. And once you're in our family, you're always in our family. So keep that, you know, it doesn't matter. We want you that way. We also have now the Young Philanthropist Program, and I know you think I'm a part of that, but I am not. Maggie is. I know it was confusing. I totally know. But that is a way for people that are over 40, like I just turned 40 yesterday, for people like me to help sponsor new and young givers, because our Wendy Steele, our founder, talks about how your giving part of your body is just like a muscle. You've got to use it to understand how it works and to keep it. So we're trying to train new people, young people, to start giving and using that muscle. So by sponsoring a young philanthropist for $550 or the full $1,100, they can join at a reduced rate while they're still working and getting on their feet and maybe have a bunch of young kids, but they can get involved and we suck them in. Look how involved she is now. And then they stay. So I forgot my prop. Well, anyway, we couldn't have made this any easier for you. There are things on your table, QR codes. All you literally have to do is scan that. It'll take you right to the page, and you can renew or join that way. You got one? Oh, look, see, there, Vanna. This is what you need to do. It's so easy. Couldn't be any easier. And so, you know, I want to tell you, once you do join, the things you're going to get are great events like tonight. You're going to get to hear what all of our grantees are doing with the money that we have given them. You're also going to get to meet a lot of like-minded women that you can hang out with and have fun with. I have met so many great women through this organization and have so much fun with all of them. I can't say that enough either, because you can see we're doing good and we're having fun. I mean, you're having fun, right? Yeah. Yes, you're having fun. Okay. So you'll get that, and, you know, in the new year, we're going to do some more events. Some of you may have come to Central Standard Distillery this year. We're going to do more casual things where there's no program. You don't have to listen to me talk. You just come and have fun and hang out with people who want to do good work. So we're going to do some more of those. And lastly, you're going to create a lasting legacy in this community by what you've been doing. So I'm going to leave you with one thought. Every great achievement begins with someone who chooses to believe in something greater than themselves. And you've seen the difference you can make here tonight. Look at these programs. So I just encourage you to stop by the membership booth and ask any questions that you might have. I'd be happy to sign you up and to take your money. Thank you. And now Maggie is going to tell you about that Young Philanthropist program that I started because I'm so young. Get up there, Maggie. And did that fall? Maybe I can just hold. I can do the Vanna. Hold this.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. As Piper mentioned, I'm Maggie Bartoletti, one of the Young Philanthropists. I'm going to give a quick introduction about the program and talk about some of its benefits. For those of you that don't know, the Young Philanthropist program offers a $550 membership to women under the age of 40 for 2 years as an introduction to the organization and for them to become full members. The YP program is separately funded from Impact 100 membership from specific donors like Piper mentioned. Last month, I attended a Young Philanthropist cohort hosted by Philanos and learned that over the next 50 years, an estimated $84 trillion will be passed down in the US alone, making it the largest generation of wealth transfer in history. Millennials and Gen Z, like me, tend to prioritize ethical investing, philanthropy, and sustainable living, potentially reshaping the way of wealth is utilized. Creating groups of younger generations in philanthropy is especially collective giving is setting impact up for sustainability. When we look at organizations to fund, we make sure they are transformational and sustainable. And when we look at Impact 100, one way we make sure we are a sustainable organization is this Young Philanthropist program. This is one of the many ways we are embedding sustainable practices and introducing the next generation to collective giving. Last year, we had 17 young philanthropists, and 25% have already moved to a full membership in year 2. And we already have 9 new members in year 2. If this sparks your interest, or if you think of anyone you know that might be a good fit, contact me, Maggie, Stacy Sheffer, or email membership@impact100mke.org. Finally, on December 10th, we are asking members to share the graphic with me behind me on social media to help raise awareness about Impact 100 with the power of social media. What better way to celebrate 10 years of collective giving than bringing in new members? Also, don't forget to follow us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and as some of you might have seen, we've been posting a lot more. It's me, I've been posting a lot more. And there's been... I'll repost anything you post tonight. And we have a lot of more exciting things in store. So thank you, everyone. And now I'd like to welcome Carla back to the stage for some closing remarks.
Wow, thank you, Piper and Maggie, and a big thank you to our nonprofits. Let's give them a big round of applause. What inspirational work they are doing. As a quick reminder about the purpose of tonight, if you have not already done so, please check out each of our 2024 grantees' wish lists. They're on our website, there are QR codes, you can find it, and if you can't find it, reach out to us, we'll help you. We hope that you will join us at our upcoming events. Beyond the Headlines on March 4th, which is an educational series. And then, of course, our 10th annual awards celebration on June 4th. Please keep an eye on our social media platforms and watch for emails about our membership reveal in January, where we will announce the total of members we have, which will determine the dollar amount awarded in June to our 5 nonprofit finalists. You can raise that number from 411 to 500 tonight. Don't forget to like and share and comment on all of those as well. We've really elevated the social media posting, and the more that you can do to help us share that in the community, the better for everyone. I want to close by expressing my sincere and deepest gratitude to everyone who has played a role in making Impact 100 Greater Milwaukee what it is today. I want to send a huge thank you to our very generous sponsors who help make all that we do possible. To our board members, committee chairs, volunteers, and members, thank you for your leadership, your vision, and your unwavering dedication. To our nonprofit partners, thank you for trusting us to walk alongside you in your mission. Your work inspires us and gives us hope every day. And to everyone here tonight, thank you for believing in the power of women, the power of community, and the power of giving. Together, we've built something extraordinary, and together we will continue to create meaningful change for years to come. Thank you. And now let's go have some more fun, and you can talk to all of our fabulous nonprofits and hear more about what they're doing.